This is Justin Case of American Newscape. Please join Jeff Griffin, transformational speaker. Jeff joins us today offering Listen to the Song That Sings in Your Soul. Hello, Jeff. Welcome to American Newscape.
Justin, so
Great.
glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
So glad you came back to us. Please get us started. In your book, I'm Possible, you've shared some tools for listening to that song that sings in your soul.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, what's interesting, I don't know what your favorite song is. I have a couple. One of my first and foremost was the Cars. I don't know if you ever remember the Cars, but they had some really good songs back then. And I know I'm dating myself. We also had some Rick Springfield, not up, and then of course the classic Billy Joel, Uptown Girl. Loved him. One of my favorite bands today is the Imagine Dragons, and love their music, love their song. I'm not the most artistic person, but I'm starting to figure out some things there that really move me, that haven't moved me before, and that's what I wanted to just share with your audience today is that song that sings in their soul. And I've been all over the world. I've been all over the world. I've seen things. I've smelled things that you don't want to smell. I've smelled things that you do want to smell. And I've been all around the world. And what's interesting, a wise man once taught me. He's like, Griff, if all you see is with your natural eyes and all you hear with your natural ears, you're not going to hear and see very much.
Wow. Wow.
And so that got me thinking. It got me thinking, where's my focus? Where's my attention? Who am I listening to? And with all this noise all around us, who are we listening to and what are we listening to? And are we being drowned out by all the messages that are out there? And then some people might be thinking, well, here's another message that's coming at me. But Justin, one thing I've learned is every single one of us has a song that sings in our soul. And whatever it is, I want you to listen to it. I want you to listen to it. And if you recall, and if you remember, my song when I was a little kid was to play football. That's what I wanted to do. I was so passionate about it. I carried a football with me everywhere I went. I took it to the mall with me. I'd play in the spring. I'd play in the summer. I'd play in the wintertime. I'd draw up plays to have the quarterback throw it to that patch of powder, and I'd slow down on purpose just to lay out and catch that football. And if you don't know anything about this story, my dream was to play football in college. That was the song that sang in my soul. I loved it so much. And then on Sundays when my mom wouldn't let me play it outside, I'd go downstairs in my basement and imagine I'd play it in my mind, imagining myself making catch after catch from the next All-American quarterback from BYU. I grew up in northern Utah where they breed him to hate him down there. But that was my passion. That was my dream. And that was the song that sang in my soul. Now I get it. Your listeners probably don't have a dream to play football. If they did, maybe it's too late. But I do know, Justin, that everybody who's listening today has a song that sings in their soul. And some people are conducting and orchestrating that virtuoso, that music that's playing in their soul and creating a life of color and creating a life of magic. And it's just amazing. But I'm afraid that most people have experienced something that I have, and that was, one of two things. One is they didn't listen to that song, or two, they had that song snuffed out of them. Whether it was from somebody else that snuffed it out of them, or whether it was from a tragic experience like myself, where I fell 40 feet, broke my back, shattered my back, was paralyzed from the waist down, and wasn't able to play football ever again.
Wow, 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 wow. The whys of where we find that song. And it reminds me that song in our soul can change from time to time. Now that I'm getting a little on in years, the song that inspires me in the morning is a trumpet player's song. His name was Louis Armstrong, and when he sings "Wonderful World," and only Louis Armstrong can sing "Wonderful World" to me.
Mm.
Others might be able to sing it to you, but it's always, I search for Louis Armstrong. And that gives me wonderful perspective. I mean, it starts my day off right, puts me in the proper frame of mind and mood. But let me stay out of your way. Now, Jeff, can you touch on listening? How do we enhance our listening skills?
Absolutely, right? Because if all we're doing is listening with our natural ears or seeing with our natural eyes, we're not going to hear and see very much. And again, going back to a tool that I really do believe will help your listeners listen better. It helps me listen better as well, and that is the possibility principle. And that possibility principle, which we're going to give to you for free, will help you in enhancing that song that sings in your soul to start listening to it to again. The possibility principle will help you match your desire and your dream if you couple it with emotion. And then what's going to happen is the floodgates of imagination are going to open up, and they're just going to boom. All these feelings, all these ideas are going to come flooding in. And that possibility principle will help with the P squared mindset, which will also help you understand that, once I start to listen to this dream, once I start listening to this song, once I start to conduct and orchestrate it, I'm going to have some setbacks, some hiccups, some mistakes. And we call them failures. So a lot of people think that the opposite of success is failure, but I've never met anybody who has not succeeded who did not fail. And I believe that failures are part of the process. And I always tell people, give yourself permission to fail, because failures at first are triumphs at last, as long as you just don't quit. Louis Armstrong did not become Louis Armstrong with the first note that he trumpeted.
True.
And so we've got to be persistent in this. And this possibility principle helps us become consistently consistent. It helps us understand that it's the process and not the promise that helps us progress. But so often we focus on the promise, we abort the process, and we never hear and get to experience that magic that comes from the music that sings in our song, in our soul. And then, of course, the possibility principle will also help you and teach you that it's in the struggle that we find the strength. That it's in the struggle that we're stretched and that we grow and that we become better musicians. And the last thing that the possibility principle will do for you as well, and I love it, and that is it helps you with hope, because we've had past experiences, we've had failure, and we've associated it with not being successful. And so we're like, okay, I guess I'm not a successful person. I guess I'm not a soulful person. There's 7 billion people in this world, and I understand that not everybody is going to like my song. Not everyone's going to love Louis Armstrong, but there are people that are making music, and there's people who have music inside their soul that's not being made because of several things that the possibility principle will help you with. And I believe the possibility principle will help you with hope. And for me, hope is the ability to reach out to the future and grab onto your dreams and bring it back to the present in spite of your past, in spite of your past failures. And then once you understand that, then you get to start to step back and listen to the music that wants to get out. And what tragedy would life be if we left this world with a song still left in our heart? And so, what is the song that sings in your soul? What is it that you want to do? What is that desire that is wanting to come out? And have you snuffed it out for whatever reason? And again, your dream, your song that's in your soul may not be to play football. It's not. Mine's not anymore to play football. Mine's to walk again. Mine's to run again. Mine's to help other people with their mental paralysis. I may be physically paralyzed, Justin, but I believe most of us, if not all of us, are paralyzed from the demons of doubt, fear, and complacency, which keeps us from orchestrating and conducting the song that sings in our soul.
Wow. Wow. And to clarify, Jeff, my strategy going forward should be help me.
Absolutely. Your strategy going forward should, first of all, get that possibility principle. Second of all, get my book called I'm Possible, Desire, Dream, Do. We kind of expand and open up people's possibilities with that. And so, first of all, grab that possibility principle. That one's free. The book, I'm Possible. You can go to my website, griffinmotivation.com/shop. You can go in there, you can grab my book and get any of the items. If you put in the coupon code love, I'm going to throw out a little love to you to help you with that song that's singing in your soul that needs to come out on paper. And so if you put the coupon code love in there, you can get my book, any of the items for half price. And so that's the first two things that I would suggest you do. Get the possibility principle, get the book, read the book, do the instructions with the possibility principle. And then, of course, there's other things that we can do as well to really help with this song that's in your soul. So please do not leave this conversation without getting the tools. Do not leave this world with a song still stuck in your heart that you have not gotten out on paper. Because I'm telling you, people are not living because they've stopped listening. And so give your heart a reason to beat.
Wow. Those are beautiful thoughts, Jeff. What is your last message to us today? What would you like to leave us with?
You may not think you're a musician. You may not think you have a song. Now, I always compare, people who are trying to establish their dreams and trying to, find their role in society and in life. And when I was in 8th grade, I was in the band. I was in percussion. I was the first seat of percussion, and so I knew the instruments and whatnot. And we were loud, and we made some other things as well. We weren't like the piccolos or the trumpets or the saxophones or the string section and whatnot. But everyone had a part to play. And one of my favorite roles that I had in one of our concerts was the triangle. I got to ring the triangle. Ding! That was one of my favorite roles. But that triangle made a huge impact in the whole. So if you're trying to be a trumpet, but you really want to be a piccolo, or you're trying to be the percussion, but you really want to be a trumpet, listen, there's a place for everyone, even if it's just a triangle. Or like that one Saturday Night Live spoof, we need more cowbell. And so again, just listen to the song that sings in your soul and orchestrate and conduct that song and make magic happen for those who are listening and for you yourself.
Wow. Okay. Well, and I want to leave everybody with, I'm sure Jeff was a remarkable stick player in the percussion section as well. So this has been Justin Case and Jeff Griffin, sharing a glimpse into listening to that song that sings in our souls. Thank you for joining us. Please remember, additional information and links are provided in the videos. Read more. And to support humanity everywhere. Plus, please consider subscribing to this channel.